genuinely believe that arts should always be free for all. The art world in Singapore needs to break away from this elitist feeling of people standing sipping champagne in art galleries and kind of, you know, it should just be that everyone should be able to go in there and go, hey, this is cool. Just getting that kind of curiosity, making things spark in people's minds, using those beautiful visual literacy techniques to maybe convey meaning in something without the need for words. We need to focus on it more in Singapore. I love the fact that it's still a garden city. It's still super diverse. We do somehow have this crazy melting pot of people from all over the world. We also have really strong cultural roots in our food and our heritage. All of the art could potentially be so rich. You could have an Indian artist who is inspired by Chinese calligraphy, all sorts of things, right? So you actually have such an amazing opportunity, which is quite unique, to then bring out all of these different artists to then say, I am Singaporean, and this is my cultural identity, and I'm going to show it to you by my performance art, by my writing, by my visual arts. When I came to Singapore, I'd already tried to set up something called Mesh. The Mesh is all about a network, and a network connecting the art and tech for good. So that's kind of where it kind of started, this kernel of the idea of bringing people together from different disciplines, different worlds, they then go on and make something. So we did our first showcase and we had 4,000 people turn up, and it was like, wow, super amazing. And we had VR in there, AR, all sorts of cool things. Thank you very much. I am Kay Vasey, Chief Connecting Officer. Yes, they do have these titles these days. At MeshMinds, a creative technology studio partnered officially with the United Nations Environment Programme. We were also invited to the UN in Bangkok to then go and address a room full of ministers of environment from across Southeast Asia to then share what augmented reality could do.
And also really emphasizing the fact that the God is in their...
It means that we bring together artists and technologists for the sustainable development of people and our planet. For example, André Wee created a vision of a sustainable Singapore for all. So he chose Goal 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, as his focus. And this is actually a still taken from an animation that he created. So at the beginning of the animation, you see a completely normal HDB block. And then as the animation starts to draw you in, you see that there are solar panels on the top of the building. You see that that giant car park really shrinks down, and you see these little electric car charging points everywhere. You see the road in the distance is taken away, and suddenly there's a beautiful forest and some lakes beyond. The joy of augmented reality is that you can go so close into the animation as it's playing and really dive in and almost feel as if you're there, walking along the street of this beautiful, sustainable vision of Singapore.
So with sustainability being the #1 topic on our minds today, it's very urgent that we need to spread awareness of so many aspects of sustainability. But we're working with the UN to make sure that users do understand in their home language, in their home habits of what sustainability looks like down to a personal level, rather than a conference where everyone's talking about numbers and terms. No, it's not so much more than that.
So makers should be part of the sustainability movement because at MeshMinds we genuinely believe that artists are the best placed people on the planet to communicate complex topics. They're able to look at kind of stuff that otherwise would sit inside a scientific report and kind of never see the light of day and translate that through pictures or moving images or sound into something that anyone can understand. Most importantly, what's the call to action at the end? I really do herald the joy in the fact that this is the future of the internet, the embodied internet. There is a humongous opportunity here as well as we go into the metaverse thinking through how we can actually navigate through this new embodied internet and tell these sustainability stories. So I do think that art, technology, sustainability is that kind of perfect match. And it's where we need to focus on if we want to get mass kind of global engagement with these important messages about saving our planet.